Eric Bischoff is back, but is he better than ever? Welcome back to Fog Wrestling for your 3rd of December 2024 edition of NXT. It is the first NXT show in the month of December. Merry Christmas, everyone. We're not there yet, but you know, we can get there. We will get there rather quick, my friends. You know, I mean, honestly, time flies when you're having fun. And you know what? If you're not having fun watching wrestling, then what are you doing with your life, folks? What the hell are you doing with your life? But we had Eric Bischoff on tonight's show. We had Xpac on tonight's show. And before we dive into what Eric Bischoff does, right, it's like Eric Bischoff rightfully buries AEW, but you know, he appears on NXT and it's like, is NXT much better than AEW? And I think it is. I think it is better. But it's like, to pretend that like all wrestling in 2024 is fantastic and there's no problems with it, and like WWE's side of things, it's a wee bit disingenuous. We like using that word here on Fog Wrestling. Like AEW, right, don't get me wrong, it's the bottom of the barrel, it's shite. But Bischoff knows deep down that wrestling as a whole sucks. And WWE is a problem as well. But anyway, first match, Cora Jade versus Kalani Jordan versus Jada Parker versus Ren Sinclair. Now, I don't know if anyone else is suffering with these issues, but if you have the WWE Network, it is absolutely buffering and lagging like crazy. It's like it's 2014 all over again where Triple H is coming out and be like, for $9.99. You know, they wouldn't shut up about it. They wouldn't stop plugging it. It was ridiculous. But yeah, we watched about 40 minutes of this show and then turned it off because the lag from the network was horrific. So yeah, I've had to watch, you know, the clips today that I missed, but just a really, really poor watch. Really, really poor watch. But anyway, there you go. Boom, boom, boom. Ren Sinclair picks up the victory. Cora Jade doesn't win. Kalani Jordan doesn't win. Jada Parker doesn't win. It's Ren Sinclair, which surprises me. I mean, after the match, there was a big brawl. You know, Parker, big brawl with Vice. Where's that going? I don't know. I want an underground match now. I want it then. No. Sarah Scriber then has a backstage interview with Eddie Thorpe. He's got a last chance getting in. There's lots of people though. You know, you get Lexus King. Goes on to, I'm not my father's son. I are, big man. Fucking getting rid of the Pillman name is the only thing you had going for you. And you get rid of it. What absolute fucking FUD. Jada Parker then wants an NXT Underground match, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. Jada then drops Lola with a heavy back elbow smash. Bang. Carmen Petrovic says that she appreciates the advice she got from Brindley Reese and Dion Lennox regarding Ashante, but she calls Ashante a smooth player. Then it's second match of the evening. We've got a number one contenders tag team battle royal. We've got the family, OTM, Hank Walker and Tank Ledger, No Catch Quarter crew, Tyson, Dewpoint, Tyreek Iwai, Gallus, Josh Briggs, and Yoshiki Amu. I mean, it wasn't the worst match you'll ever see. There was some decent eliminations in there, but the No Quarter Catch crew pick up the victory. I mean, 13 eliminations all in this match. So, I mean, it was fine. I always liked Battle Royals. I always loved them back in the day, but the problem is, back in the day, you actually had, you know, stars in this match. Not so much. I don't think there was many stars floating around in this match, to be honest. So that is what it is. But I guess we can just move on, because up next we got Uncle Eric Bischoff, and he comes out. He's like, "Wow, NXT, this place undeniable." You know, he talks about WCW. He's like, they have the ability to take this business to the stratosphere. But see, it's like, you know, it's like more like, but then I get it, right? He's here on NXT. He can't just speak like he does on his podcast, right? But again, I could listen to Bischoff talk all night. Yeah, how many times he spoke about, you know, Nitro and WCW and, you know, being GM of Raw. It's happened quite a lot, to be honest. But anyway, Williams and Ridge Holland come out. Bischoff's like, you know what? I grew up watching guys like you know, the Crusher, Dick the Bruiser, Guys that take no prisoners, and look at you, Trick. You've got charisma, you've got the look, you've got the speed, the power, the size, you've got everything. Let's talk about it. You know, so those two guys talk about it. They get into a massive brawl, and then Ridge hits the Redeemer move, or whatever it is, on the announce table. Trick gets in, stretchered out. Eric Bischoff. Is that Eric Bischoff done? Folks, we then have Carmen Petrovic against Nikita Lyons. Nikita Lyons, man. Just a more attractive Nia Jax, but probably equally, if not worse, in the ring. Which is a problem when you're saying that in comparison to Nia Jax. Because Nia Jax in the ring, jeez, oh guys. I mean, honestly, absolutely horrific. In the ring, there is no two ways about it. I mean, that War Games match was brutal. But you know what I mean? Like, see Bischoff, is he even commented on that War Games match? I'm just like a wee bit of, honesty. Like, let's bury all wrestling while we're at it. You can't just be like, oh, AEW is the worst thing I've ever seen, but then pretend that woman's War Games match is the greatest thing you've ever seen. It is what it is. Charlie Dempsey reveals that he's proud of everyone in his crew. John Spears is then talking to Brooks Jensen, Nico Fans. We'll see how this goes, but he says, I'll be keeping a close eye on Gigi Dolan's return match. Gigi Dolan, who's got Tatum Paxley in her corner, defeats Izzy Dame. Oh, we'll see what happens there. Javon Evans then has a backstage embrace with Xpac. You should tell us what to wear. You think you're better. So yeah, nice wee embrace backstage between these two. But again, it's like, what's even going on here? Xpac and Javon Evans embracing each other. Like, what the... No, seriously, like, what the fuck even is this? Like, do they know each other? Like, I don't know, I don't get it. We then have Xavier versus Cedric Alexander versus Eddie Fort versus Lexis King. Men's Survivor, last chance qualifying match. Eddie Fort wins. It's just a match with a bunch of jobbers at the end of the day, but no real botches. I'm just a wee bit bored watching it, to be honest. But Eddie Fort, was he the correct call? I had to give it to Lexis King, but that's me. Ava then informs Mr. Stone and Stevie Turner that Trick Williams wants to fight no matter what, so the match is still on at NXT Deadline. And then we end the show with Roxanne Perez, Sol Ruca, Saria, Gulia, and Stephanie Fakir. Oh, Deadline's this Saturday. Deadline's this. Deadline's that. Oh, it's a dead end. They just start talking. It's funny how Roxanne Perez does all the talking here, and then the rest of the women come out, and then none of them can talk. So they have to just get into a brawl. Saria can't speak. Juliana, I don't give a fuck what her name is. She can't talk. Neither can Stephanie Fakir. They don't have a mouthpiece. You know what I mean? If we've got Eric Bischoff back, right, doing these shows, why not put him in? Why not put him in as one of these people's mouthpiece for like a couple of weeks or something? Or try and get somebody that can actually talk, man. It's just... What it is ridiculous, is what it is, because you've just got a bunch of people that can't cut promos. I mean, they can't even speak English, let alone cut a fucking promo, man. And we have seen in the past that broken English can work, but these are just people that are jobbers. And, they're never going to amount to nothing if no effort is put in the promo department. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, you can get an NXT title shot on the developmental brand, but when it comes up to the big show, and when it comes up to the main roster, what are they going to get? What are they going to get in the main roster? I'll tell you. Here Upton Hall, folks. But anyway, it's time to rate this show. It was good seeing Bischoff. I mean, at least Bischoff had a pretty decent sized part to play on the show. You know what I mean? Like, well, what did what did Xpac have to do? Oh, a backstage segment with Javon Evans. Like, that's brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely not. It's just absolutely garbage, man. Absolutely garbage. I don't know, what was the point of Xpac being... I mean, it's good to see the guy, but what was the point of it? You know what I mean? It was just ridiculous. Brain dead stuff. Brain rot stuff. Anyway, 2 out of 10.